Hey guys, Wicked here. It's been a while since I've posted a video on this channel, so I'm hoping to be able to get it back going again. So today, I want to talk about a game called Lost Light. It is a free-to-play game. It is a mobile port to PC. Now, the only reason why I want to bring this to the attention of everyone is because of its Tarkov-like feel. There are going to be things in the game that are going to be for advertising, to purchase things. Honestly, I don't really think the game's pay to win by any means. Just because items and money is pretty easily obtainable versus like Escape from Tarkov, where they try to make it a bit more realistic. Now we're gonna go in here and we're gonna go into their version of the hideout. So it's kind of a hybrid thing. It's a little bit different. It's a little cluttery in some areas, but it is pretty good. It's pretty good. Exit out of all these. These are some of the advertisements with their Christmas prize drawn. Things like that. You don't have to pay any money to play the game. You can play it 100% free. So the way they do this game versus Tarkov is I believe it's 90 days, they wipe the account. So you're gonna lose your stash. You're gonna lose, I believe, your levels, pretty much everything, and you got to start over. I think that's a little better concept than Escape from Tarkov. I don't think coming out with an update and then wiping the game is smart on battle state games, honestly. It's different when you're adding items and things like that, but the game gets old after a while. So some of the things I want to talk about with the game here is the hybrid system. So with WASD, I can actually get up without a loading screen and still have the menu on my screen. It is a feature that I like. There is nothing different, I believe, between the hideouts or leveling anything up. But it is a cool feature to be able to just walk around when you please. You don't have to have a loading screen or anything like that. That is a very, very nice commodity. With Escape from Tarkov, you have all the loading screens, and the queue's taking forever and everything's got to load in. This game is actually pretty much instant. So now that we showed off that here, I want to show off also their menus here. So you have your core area, crafting area, mobilization, and living area. It is a bit dumbed down versus Tarkov. When it comes to the traders, you have your general trader. This is just, I believe, cheaper stuff that's kind of smuggled in, stuff that you might not be able to get in the other trader. And then this one over here, I believe, is just all premium currency stuff. It is their battle pass area, I believe. They call it the bounty store. Now, coming over here to the normal trader, you have two different currencies up here. You have what they call a new ruble, I believe, or new something, I forget. I'd have to look at it. And then you have this over here. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I believe it's like Lumas or something like that, or I don't know. But nonetheless, though, you have two different currencies that you'll get throughout your time playing the game. Coming over here, you'll notice when I clicked on firearms here, I have some unlocked and some are locked. Now, this is one of the coolest features, I think, about this game in particular. And that is because of the fact that you have to go and into the match, get the item, extract it, and then turn it in for an unlock. Now, they don't take the gun when you turn it in. It just unlocks it so you can make the purchase on it. I also think that the shop is done very well as far as the prices of items. There's nothing that's too cheap and nothing that's too expensive, in my opinion. Especially when it comes to like the firearms right here. You know, you have a ultimately tier 3 firearm or sniper rifle right here, 301,000. That's really not that bad. You can get that easily within a match. So that is nice. That everything is pretty well done. You also have added armor plates to your armor, so you can add these into a slot on your character that will increase your armor as far as in the midsection. Then you got all your medical supplies, and I mean it's very similar to Tarkov. It is very, very similar. You got your attachments, you got all kinds of different ammos, you got your mods, and everything is a bit different. Everything does something a little bit different. The nicest thing too is under the containers here, you have access to key rings. You got access to different cases that you can buy. You don't actually have to go out and do a task to buy the best item in the game. Which is nice because it is just a storage device. Like, it's not game changing or game breaking, and I think that's something that Tarkov lacks on a little bit, is the fact that they don't want their economy broken. But it's always been broken. When you got people that play it for a week straight and become, almost max level in 5 days, the economy's done broken. There is no economy. You might as well do 7-day wipes at that point, in my opinion, if you want a game like that. This game's not grindy at all. It is a little slow versus Tarkov, and things are a little bit different. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here into a match. Let me go ahead and upgrade my storage here. So you can upgrade certain things, like your storage, and you can go on pretty well. You can see level 10s down here, and what I can submit and what I can't submit, which I got almost everything other than scrap. Excuse me. So we just unlocked my 3rd page in the storage. Everything's kind of set up like Tarkov. The only thing different, I will say, and it's something that's a pet peeve of mine, is the fact that you have to click and hold to be able to move an item. You can't just click it without a delay. Otherwise, you'd be doing this and that, and yeah, it just don't work out very well. So we got my setup here, AKS 74N. We got my helmet, my armor, backpack, secure container, my keys. Now, last time I played, they were having issues with solo queue, so we might have to go to a duo queue to get into the match, which might take a little bit longer. To get the queue done. So the way this game works too, while I'm sitting here looking for my voice chat stuff, controls. So the way it works is you kind of can be thrown into a match at any point in time. That being said, there might be times that you've been in the match for a while and you'll see on the screen it'll pop up saying that another player has entered the match. That can happen. So we're going to go over here. We're going to play first person. They also have third person. Both are very popular, honestly. Surprisingly, queue times are very minimum. The only thing is with this game is if there is, I've yet to find how to insure your items. As far as I'm aware of, you can't insure any item other than your secured container. And then you also always have a pistol with ammo, always. That'll always stay there no matter what. Unless you change it out, I believe. But you also got a martyr, which is going to be kind of just like the scab. Never played it, so if that tells you anything. But we're going to go on here. We're going to go to this map here. This is a bit open map. This is just like Factory. It's almost set up exactly like Factory. It's good for a duo because you're going to run in there and just murder everything and loot a lot of stuff. So we'll go ahead and try Factory. See if we can't get in a match quick. But, you know, overall, the game is pretty good. Like I said, it's a bit different. A lot of people frown upon it because it being a Tarkov knockoff, but like Tarkov's not a special game. The only thing that's special about it is the fact that Tarkov, you know, made an RPG. Shooter made an RPG.
Roger. All clear. Over.
Where this guy wants to spawn. Another cool feature is the fact that you can pick your spawn. Something Escape from Tarkov doesn't do. Boom, just drop that guy. But as you can tell, you can see that, you know, numerous people is loaded into this match. The match is like continuous in a sense. Just collecting all these dog tags. Free money. Go ahead and take that because that's locked. That's something that we haven't unlocked yet. It is good ammo, but I do not need it. Get off of there. Do not need it. Some rails. Nothing great. I hear somebody. Somebody's close. Running out there. Another thing is this game doesn't it doesn't punish you that bad. That's the joyful thing I think I like about the game. It does not punish you. There's numerous notifications on where enemies are. Which is nice because it keeps the fight going. Shit, he got me. He fucking got me. He's in this fucking corner. Fucking bitch. Two of them. Or a grenade, man. You got a grenade? Toss it in that shit. There's two of them. Oh, they gonna get you. They get you too. I think he's down too. Yep. Damn, bro. One behind you too. Yep, it's over. So that's what it takes. I mean, the game, it's hard, but it's not that hard. If that makes sense. It's a fairly easy game, but you don't get punished for it. I mean, you really don't. We lost all this here. Cool. But it's not that big of a deal because of all the quests. There is quests in the game. But they're way more rewarding than Tarkov's quests, in my opinion. you can only get a certain amount of XP per day, but you can do as many raids as you want. You can do whatever you want. Right here's their battle pass. I mean, you can see on both sides of the spectrum here, there's tons of items to get. It makes it a lot better, in my opinion. Not saying what Tarkov's doing is bad, but to me, I mean, 3 years ago, playing that game, 4 years ago, it was a great game. But now, to me, it's not so great. Everybody just runs around in a team, and you know they've lost the factor of being scared. The game was scary at first. It was very intimidating at first, and that's what made Tarkov what it is. Now that it's not that intimidating when you play it, it still makes for fun gameplay. I mean, it really does. But there's too much seriousness going on, in my opinion, with Tarkov. But nonetheless, everything's simplistic in this game. It is a very fun game. The AI is a little underrated, but again, you know, Tarkov took to the route to make their AI better, and look where it's at. You know, you can't peep a corner for 5 seconds without the AI instantly locking on to you and trying to murder you. And that's, to me, is not fun. You know, the game's supposed to be about a balance between PvP and PvE, and Tarkov lacks that, in my opinion. PvP is not so bad, but again, you know, everybody's getting level 40, level 50 within the first week of the game. And I think it should be a lot harder to in Tarkov for realism purposes. Let's see here. We got a 5x39. I mean, I don't want to take this out, but I will take it out. We're going to throw that armor on. We're going to throw our little plate on there. I think this is the only available backpack I have. We'll go ahead and take this helmet here. We also need to buy ammunition for that. I don't think, did anything on my black market ever sell? Or is it still? No, we sold it. Okay. Another good thing is their black market system. It like pre-buys items in a sense. It is real people buying the items, but the game will, I believe, buy back some of the items to make the market a bit more efficient. That is a nifty factor in my opinion, because you can really get away with selling some stuff. So like going back here, we'll go to here. I have this SR15. I already have it unlocked. Right now its loot value is 32,000. We can take that to the black market and see what we get. Let's see what we can get from the black market for that. So if I sell that to the trader right now, sorry, this is what I mean by the clunkiness of the menu. There's just too many going in and out of things. Let me see here. Let me go back here. Sell to Heidi. Go here. So if we sold this to her, we get 32,065. Go back out here. We're gonna go to the black market. We're gonna toss up that same item, and it's saying we can net 208,000. So we're gonna bring home 189,000. We're gonna go ahead and off that, and I believe that is it, because I'm pretty sure I tossed some in here the other day. So it's still up there. Unless they expired. Let me see. Oh, okay, so it is the same thing. Yeah, so sometimes people don't buy it, sometimes people do. Regardless, you can see, so these are some of the rewards that you get from what they call events or the quests, and you get a lot of things. The game is very fun, and I encourage anybody to check it out. It is free to play, but yeah, you know, they got systems the same kind of like Tarkov, with debuffs and buffs and everything else. Again, it's a pretty decent game. If you take your time and get into it and look at things and sort things out before you keep rushing in, like I said, it can get interesting, and the gunfights are just as good as Tarkov. They do go a little bit quicker because it is ammo based. It's based on tiered items and tiered things that you have. So if you have higher level armor, obviously lower level ammo is not going to penetrate very well. But the game does very well with it versus Tarkov, where a bullet slips by your armor, boom, you're dead. This game, it doesn't really work like that. They still use the hit point system, but they do it well. They do it very well. But nonetheless, I encourage everybody to try it. You can get it on Steam. But yeah, so hopefully I'll continue these videos, especially on this game here, because I do like this game a lot. It is very fun. But yeah, nonetheless, I will talk to you guys later.